All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new tutorial. And today I'm going to be doing an updated version of my most popular video here on YouTube, which is how to transfer your own music to an iPhone and actually have it play through the Apple Music app without having to pay for anything. Now, I've got a CD here that I picked up at Goodwill, and I also have made MP3 files out of this, and I've got them on my thumb drive. So I'm going to assume that you guys know how to do that, and if you guys don't, I can make a tutorial on how to make MP3 files through CDs, but I've got all the MP3 files on my thumb drive, and I'm going to show you how to get them onto your iPhone and use them through the Apple Music app. Now, before I do this, though, I need to talk about a very scary situation I found myself in last month that you guys could find yourself in. About a month ago, I had somebody who didn't like one of my takes on one of my DC videos get really angry with me. He went out and found personal photos of mine, put them all over Instagram, or not Instagram, on Twitter, and he actually made death threats against myself and my family, and the FBI actually had to get involved. And in talking with the FBI, I found out that there are data brokers out there that are selling your information to scammers, spammers, and anyone else who may want to target you. And I actually have a colleague of mine who actually finds people on the side. And after this situation, I asked him, how hard is it to find me? No joke, within 10 seconds, he had my full name, my email address, multiple email addresses actually. He had my home address and every home address I'd lived at before, health records, he had legal records, showed all my relatives, all kinds of information. It is all out there on the web. And what's crazy about that is, in talking with the FBI, is if you sign up for a new app, like Little Caesars is the app that they kind of used as an example with me, when you sign up for that app, that food app, you're giving them permission to sell your information to all of those data brokers out there. And that's why I've been using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. A little bit more than a sponsor for me, though. It's something I actually believe in and use. Aura shows me which data brokers are actually selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests for me, so I don't even have to do it. That's off of the dark web, the regular web, and cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it actually helps to protect me from those hackers who could use this information to help them access my social media accounts, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. Aura also does so much more to protect me and my family from online threats I can't even see. I get other amazing features like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more without having to download several different apps. It's really easy to set up, and best of all, I get everything at one affordable price. Now, you all out there may have one or two of these tools already, but not having Aura to put it all together is like locking the front door and leaving the back door wide open. Aura is actually always on, doing the hard work on keeping me safe, and I can focus on other tasks with peace of mind, like my YouTube channel and my voiceover career. I value my privacy, and I value yours. Today, if you go to aura.com/myreview, you can start your own 2-week free trial as linked below in the description. Know that link, every sign up that you guys do, actually supports my channel in a big way. And you can go there and find out. I encourage everybody to go check it out and find out how much of your information is actually out there. Once I started using this, within a week, Aura had found over 509 different instances where my information was actually out there, and they scrubbed it so that those sites no longer can sell my information, and I can keep it private and locked down. And you can actually get that same level of protection by taking advantage of that free 2-week trial by going to aura.com/myreview. And like I said, every sign up goes a long way to help supporting my channel. So if you like content like this, I want to do more tech stuff in the future, that's how you can support my channel. Go check it out and find out what they find on you. It's pretty scary stuff. All right, guys, so let's get into today's video. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab and import the music from my thumb drive for this CD that I picked up at Goodwill. I'm going to get it into the Music app. All right, so here I am in the Apple Music app. Know that iTunes does not work with Apple anymore, and I will be doing a video on this as well. If all you have is an iPhone and a Windows computer in the future, but I am using a Mac computer today, and this should work on any device that uses the music app. So any computer, could be MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, iMac, and also like what I'm using, the Mac Mini today. The first thing I need to do is I need to import my music into the music app here. So I'm going to go up to File, to Import. And I'm going to find my thumb drive here on the side. So let's go over here, and it should be this No Name. So here it is, the Hans Zimmer score. And here's the Pearl Harbor soundtrack. So I'm going to import this right here. So I'm going to click Open. So if I go over to Recently Added, you can see now that I actually have the Pearl Harbor original motion picture soundtrack. But there's no artwork. So I'm going to show you how to get the artwork for this. So it's not hard to do at all. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up Google. So here is google.com, and I'm going to type in Pearl Harbor score. Pearl Harbor Hans Zimmer score. And I'm going to look for images. So here's an image right here. All right, so here's a pretty good image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the image as best I can, and I'm going to do a screenshot of this, because sometimes if you try to right-click and save the photos online, they're going to come back as some web page and not be usable. So I'm going to do Command-Shift-4 on the Mac, and I'm going to highlight this area for the score. And I'm going to add this to my photos to make it super easy to get to. So I'm going to add that to photos. Perfect. There we go. So that's how easy it is to get the thing, to get the cover for the CD. So let's go back over to the music app. So back here in the music app, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the three dots in the corner here, and I'm going to go to Get Info. And I'm going to go over to the Artwork tab, and I'm going to go to Add Artwork. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my photos, and I'm going to choose the first one here, which is the score, and I'm going to add it. I'm going to click OK. And now you see that it has artwork. So now I'm ready to, now that it's in here, and if I open this, it's going to show all the tracks that are in there. And it's ready to go. So now I can actually transfer this to my iPhone. Now, to transfer this to your iPhone, you are going to need a lightning cable. You cannot do this wirelessly. This was the issue that I originally had. I tried to do all of this wirelessly, and it would mess up the artwork. It would mess up everything else. So on the left-hand side here, you're going to see that my phone is not plugged in just yet. So I'm going to plug it into my lightning cable, and then my phone is going to pop up on the left-hand side here. And so now you can see that my Ariens Pro 14 opens up here in the left tab. So I'm going to bring up my phone, and it's going to show all the music that I currently have on there. And what I want to do once I have my phone selected is I'm going to come over here to the right-hand side where it says Sync Settings. And today, we're going to be looking at music. So there's music, movies, TV shows, books, photos, files, other info. So I want to do music. Now, selected artist, albums, genres, and playlists. So what I want to do is I want to do single albums. Now, if I want to do a playlist, I would select playlist. If I want to do it by artist, I would do artist. But I want to look for albums. And so what I'm going to look for here is the album I just did, and I want to check mark it. So this was Pearl Harbor, so we're going to come down here and look for Pearl Harbor. And here it is. So once I check mark it and I hit apply, it's going to sync it to my phone. So I'm going to hit apply. All right, so it just got done syncing. It might take a minute. I cut out the part, but it did take about 3 or 4 minutes to make the changes, and then you saw the last part of it here. Now let's go over to my iPhone. All right, everybody. So here we are now in my iPhone, and I'm just going to swipe up here, and I'm going to go into the Music app, and then I'm going to go to Albums, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to the P's. Okay, let's go here all the way down. And there it is. There is the Pearl Harbor score with the artwork and everything. And if I click it, it's going to show all of the music is right there. So now I physically have it on my phone, so I don't have to stream it. And if I'm ever in an area where streaming is not possible, I actually have it physically on the phone. All right, everybody. So there you have it, a much more condensed version and an actual step-by-step tutorial on how to get your MP3 files onto your iPhone. Now, if you guys would like a separate video on how to create MP3 files of your CDs or how to transfer from a Windows computer to an iPhone, let me know, and I will give you a tutorial for that as well. Again, I do appreciate all the support. The link for today's sponsor, Aura, will be in the description of today's video. And again, anybody who takes advantage of that 2-week trial is going a long way in supporting my channel. I do appreciate it, guys. We will see you on the next tutorial.